I went out to Washington State. This was 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and there's a woman out there. She belongs to the Umatilla tribe. They're related to the Nez Perce. They have the same language. And this one lady's name is Edith McLeod. She's a Umatilla. She has, I think, 13 kids. And she's been my friend for probably 50 years. And she adopted me like an Indian ceremony as her son. And she calls me her Eastern son. And I refer to her as my Western mother. And she calls me every once in a while. She's now 84, 85 years old in a wheelchair. A very beautiful woman from the Umatilla. And 3 years ago, I was over there. And she talked to all her kids and grandkids and the other people at that meeting. And she sat in her wheelchair with her big braids coming way down on both sides. And she always wears that kerchief like those Western tribe does, traditional. And she says, I want you all to listen to me. She says, I want to share something with you. She says, I'm so proud to introduce my son from the East. She says, he's the one who taught me how to really pray. And he doesn't know it because I never told him. This is the first time he's going to hear it today. And she told that story about how the sun hugs us every day because it's the Creator's hands and arms. And she says, and she said that prayer in English, but she uses her Umatilla language. And she said, for more than 40 or 50 years, I've been praying because my young son from the East shared his grandma how she taught him to pray, and it became my prayer. She says, for 50 years. And she says, I've been so grateful. I sit in a wheelchair, and I'm still grateful. And so the power it is about tradition and sharing is very great. And we don't know where the roots goes in and never come out. So don't never underestimate yourself when you do good things. It'll find a place to take root for many generations to come. But again, we're only humans. We all make mistakes. And the biggest thing is try not to be unforgiving, especially of your own children and your own nephews and nieces. Even your own family members, and that's the hardest one when you get angry with them. It's hard to forget. And we Indians especially, I know, and probably every race, have the hardest time to forgive. But we have to get over that. Because life is way too short. Pretty soon, it's time for us to go. And here we wasted all this time of being angry or being upset or not talking to our sacred family. Look at how much years we wasted and threw away for nothing. And what did the Creator said? Every day I want to see ear-to-ear smile. I want to see happiness. I want to see joy. And He expects us to be the example and the exhibition of that. And that's not so really hard to do. And that's one of the messages that I spread here or share here, to if there's any sadness in your family or estrangement of your family members, find a way that it can be mended. Sometimes all it takes is to say, I'm sorry. And as long as you mean it, then that's medicine. But don't do like most people do in the world. They say, I'm sorry, and they make the same mistake in another hour. They didn't mean it. But when you really mean it, it's powerful. You say, I'm sorry. And then happiness can come back, begin to come back. Trust can come back. And then there will be a strong families, strong villages all over the place again. I think that's all I want to say about that part.